Come be messing with me. Three times to see. Three times to see. Come be messing with me. Three times to see. Three times to see. Come be messing with me. Three times to see. Three times to see. Come be messing with me. Three times to see. Three times to see. Come be messing with me. Three times to see. Come be messing with me. Three times to see. Three times to see. Come be messing with me. Three times to see. Three times to see. Come be messing with me. Three times to see. Three times to see. Come be messing with me. Three times to see. Three times to see. Come be messing with me. Come be messing with me. Oh, hey, three timers. How y'all been? How y'all been? As you can see, is right now, I can already see we're gonna have technical difficulties. So I need y'all to be patient. So be patient with me for real. Because I'm study clicking on shit. It's not moving. It's not doing what I needed to do. So you know how that go. You know how this internet is. You know how this StreamYard is. You know all that. Okay. But tonight's show is a good show. I'm so glad that it came to me to come, because I've been doing a lot of self-work for myself, right? So that's why I haven't been on here that much. I've been really soul searching, really trying to find me and my chi. So also, I've been also trying to figure out how can I help, So in the last 7 days, I've been just really talking to different people, learning about different things. I've been dealing with mental health situations. I've been really soul searching. And one of the topics that I really, really, really wanted to discuss that is taboo. And a lot of people don't want to discuss it. What happens is they don't even see it as a problem. They don't even see it as an issue. But female pedophiles and female molesters. See, a lot of guys, I don't know if, I've met a lot of guys because I have more male friends than I have female friends all my life. I've always had a lot of homeboys. No sexual, no nothing. We just male friends. I've always had that. And a lot of them was touched by their babysitter, their older cousin, some older woman while they were a kid. And guess what? They didn't think nothing wrong with it because they enjoyed it. They liked it. They liked the way it felt. And they didn't see that they were being molested as a man, because when you have a woman that's an adult touch you as a male, you were molested, whether it felt good or not. You were molested. And it changed your perception and it changed you in a way where you just haven't even known that it changed you. You don't even know why you're the way you are because you didn't see nothing wrong with what happened to you. So tonight we're going to get into that. Hey, cousin. Hey, Yona. So we're going to get into that tonight. We're going to get into damaged men because, us as women, we like, oh, I've been molested. I've been through this. I've been through that. Blah, 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 blah. But these men have been through it, but they just don't see it as a problem. But it also explains a lot of the behavior that they do. Because if the first thing that you experience as a small kid with a woman sexually was sneaky, was it's not supposed to happen, or something like that, you immediately, when you see a woman that you like, you the first thing comes to your mind is your first experience in a sexual experience. It's not love, it's sex. So a lot of our black men, a lot of our men are damaged because they don't even know that they don't know they were molested. They don't know they were hurt. So that's tonight's subject. I hope you guys enjoy it. All right. So what we're gonna get into first is we're gonna get into these horoscopes. Let's get that out the way because I ain't been here so long. I missed y'all. Did y'all miss me? If you miss me, put some threes in the comments. If you miss me, did you miss me? I missed y'all. I did, but I wanted to be right when I came back because I was all over the place, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all about that too as well, closer to the end of the show. Oh, what I've been through, and all of the things that I learned. So let's get into it, okay? So let's get into these zodiacs. Aries, the goat. Sometimes the best gifts come in quietly and without much commotion. I know we Aries, we like roar, God of War. We like loud, big, but everything ain't always like that. Things don't have to be filled with excitement to be worth exploring. You'll come to realize that comfort and consistency is much more important than explosive passion and excitement. The thing is, there's beauty in the small things. There's beauty in the simple things. Prioritize what you want, Aries. Stop thinking about everything has to be big to be important. You know, because the small things they count. They count. I don't know if y'all know, but they count. Okay? Taurus. Life is going to hand you the best of the best, Taurus. All you have to do is reach out, grab it. You deserve things that make you feel good, Taurus. When it's time for you to receive your blessings, there won't be any strings attached. Some things aren't too good to be true. They're just right on time. Because I know sometimes you're like, it's 2 + 2 = 4. That's too easy. No, sometimes things come right on time. Okay? Hey, Jimmy, Gemini. Everyone has their own personal agenda, Gemini. Don't get the Geminis to thinking too much because y'all stay in y'all mind. But you'll find a lot of people act out of selfishness. But that doesn't mean it's right. Some people think it's okay to step over others as long as they get their piece of the pie. But it's not worth having. So if there's no one to share it with, at the end of the day, your values and morals come before everything else. Lead with honesty, kindness. You'll attract the kind of people that are worth being around, Gemini. Stop being in your head. They'll come to you. Stop thinking you figuring it out. You FBI, CIS, all of that, Gemini. Stop all that shit. It'll come to you. Okay? Hey, Charles. Hey, Sean. All right. Cancer. Avoid those who try to pressure you into making decisions on the spot, Cancer. Don't let nobody force you to do shit. Don't do it. Okay? So you have time to process these things before you come to your own conclusions. Don't let anyone manipulate you into doing things that you aren't sure about. You can make your own choices. You have your own thoughts. Step away from the situation so you can get some perspective about it. That way you'll know exactly what you're dealing with. That way you didn't investigate it, counsel. Because everybody don't got your best interest at heart. Everybody don't, as much as we think. Okay? So next up on the roster is Leo. Leo the line. It's low season right now. Everybody, you know what? So many people's birthday that happened in the last 2 weeks. I didn't even know I knew that many Leos. Okay? Leo, the things we are meant to release often presented to us more than once. Leo. So meaning that, okay, every that we need to release has been told to us more in different ways. You just gotta listen. The universe likes to test us to see if we fall for the same tricks the second time around. Don't forget why you released something in the first place, Leo. Don't let yourself fall into old habits. Stand your ground, Leo. Trust the plus. Trust the plus. All right, Virgo, the virgin. Doesn't matter how things look to other people, Virgo. Everyone has a different way of interpreting the same things. Like how, in biblical, everybody got a different way of interpreting shit. Okay? So, as long as something feels right for you, that's all that matters. Some people will never get it, and that has nothing to do with you. Remember that. Forget everyone else. If something is fulfilling, you're on the right path. If it makes you feel good, Virgo, it's all good. You ain't got to worry about what nobody thinks. All right? Libra, the scale. Oh, y'all so unbalanced. Y'all make me stressed out. Those who are interested in being a part of your life know where to find you. You ain't gotta chase nobody, Libra. For real. You ain't gotta chase nobody. They know where to find you. If somebody really wants to be present and wants to be there for you, they will be. You ain't got to worry about it. Nothing will hold them back from seeking you out. Those who want things bad enough and they will take action they need to take in order to get it. Trust me. Ain't nobody gonna stop somebody from getting something they want. You know that. Okay? Scorpio, be particular about who you confide in, Scorpio. Somebody you talking to ain't for you. Some people want to hear about your lives out of curiosity. They really don't care about the things you go through personally, for real, to be all the way honest. You don't have to be cordial with those who don't offer you any kind of comfort or support. Some people don't deserve to be a part of your circle. Bottom line, hey Fred, you got to be careful about that. You can't tell everybody. Everybody don't want to see you doing good. Some people want to see you doing good, but not better than them. If they see you doing anything past them, it's a problem. Remember that shit, Scorpio. So everybody ain't out for your best interest. Okay? Sad. Don't invest into things too quickly, Sagittarius. When you really like something, you don't feel the need to think twice about it. So trust the plus, like I always say. Slow it down this week. Try the whole package. You know, sometimes it's the best to ease into things. Best way to see if something is consistent and secure is by giving it a bit of time. Don't rush. Don't rush the plus now. All right, Capricorns, your words can cut deep sometimes, Capricorn. Try your best to be a little kinder with the things you say. Most people are sensitive than you are because Capricorn can cut your throat. That's true. Now, Gemini's and Capricorn, they will cut your throat with their tongue. Tell me how to touch you. Okay? The things you say are usually true, but some people don't take things as lightly as they should. Be kind to those you are invested in because you don't want to run nobody off with your mouth. You feel me? All right. Aquarius. Kindness and generosity is contagious, Aquarius. Those you invest in have fun memories of you. You're a kind soul, Aquarius. Don't let painful experience and difficult people change the way you see things. The more you give, the more you receive. My brother's an Aquarius and his heart is gold, baby. I mean, yeah, he crazy. Everybody have their shit with him. But if I had to pick anybody in the world that I felt like had a golden heart, it would be my brother. And he's an Aquarius. Okay? Pisces. When you ask for signs, you always receive them, Pisces. So be careful what you ask for. The universe is always guiding you, sending you messages. You're spiritual, even if you don't intend to be. You, more than anyone, should know that things happen for a reason. Stop doubting your circumstances, Pisces. Real trill spill. Hey, Barry. Yes. So that's it for my signs today. I hope everybody's sign resonated with them. And if it didn't, let me know. If it did, let me know. Put some threes in the comments. Let me know. Okay? Next up is always what? The crystal of the day. Because 3 times the T now is 3 times the T, horoscopes, crystals, chakra, and chi. So what we doing here is now we healing hearts with laughter, but we really trying to heal people here, you know. And the thing about crystals are they're a natural thing of God that God left here for us. So every day I'm trying, you know, every show, not every day, but every show I'm trying to give y'all a crystal that maybe can help you with a particular situation. You never know. You never know who need what. But one thing I do know, God left something here for us to save us, something to help. Well, we don't have to trust the man and go get medicine for certain things. Some things can we have here that God gave us, you know, and He said that even in if you Christian or whatever, whatever it is, it said God left everything we needed here on earth for us. I know y'all know that, right? So, but the crazy part is everything that can help us, they perverted and made it into something that is bad, that is not good, is devil worship, all the shit, you know. And my thing is, why is it devil worship? What, you know, what make you think that what you saying is right and what I feel is right? Because I really truthfully believe the kingdom of God is within you. It's not within a book. I feel like that the way you feel is important. And when I guess what? When I get these crystals, how they make me feel, that's important. So when we talking about tonight, this crystal right here, the black ospidite stone. Hey Kevin, this stone right here. So I'm gonna mute myself and drop down. Y'all check it out. So as you can see, it helps with a lot of things. So with that being said, and also I just want y'all to know if you're Sagittarius, that's one of y'all stones that basically helps with, you know, blockages. It helps with helping you getting closer to your psychic ability, meaning that you can see a snake a mile away before they get to you. So this is the crystal, the black gold Poseidon. You know, check it out. Okay. So tonight's topic is basically female pedophilia, female molesters. Because you know what? We always talking about men and the shit they did to women and how we are damaged by, you know, what happened to us. Men go through these things. But guess what? They don't even know. They don't even know that they were molested. They don't know. They don't look at it like because it felt good. You know, I was 14, she was 21. Sir, you were molested. If you got an older cousin that wanted to play house, mamas and daddies, sir, you were molested. If you had an auntie that was rubbing all over, oh, you fine, grabbing on you, sir, you were inappropriately handled. And guess what? It affects how you deal with women. And you know what? We as women, you know, we've been through what we've been through, and we woe is us. Okay, yeah, I was molested, but it's also a reason why I act the way I act. And the same thing with men. If they were molested or done a certain way, the first thing they identify with a woman is sex, because that's the first thing they experience. If their babysitter was touching them, that was the first thing. Oh, it felt good. Sex. She's pretty. She's this. That's how they pick women now because of what happened to them as a kid. But no, do they think something happens to them? No, they don't. They're not the victim. But a lot of women are the victims that date men that been through what they've been through. Okay? And they don't even know that that's why they do the things they do. So I got a special guest coming up. Hopefully he ready. But I'm gonna start off with a video before I bring him up, just to make sure he double check he ready, because he in the lobby, but I don't know if he ready. So I'm gonna make sure before I bring him all the way up on the set. And also I have another guest that wants to come up as well on the show, which has his own podcast, which I'm gonna make sure we shout him out, and make sure y'all go subscribe, like, share to his stuff, because he's speaking the truth. I was watching some of his stuff the other day, and I was like, oh boy, he on there. Yes. So I'm gonna make sure that I get him up before you know, I even mention him, just to let you know, so that you'll know who exactly who I'm talking about. Okay? So now I know y'all know Demi Moore, right? She was married to Bruce Willis and also Ashton Kutcher. Okay? I don't know if y'all remember her back in the day, depending on your age and all the shit. But yeah.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is Demi Moore slobbing down a 15-year-old boy.
Because I love them all, and I hope they all love me. We do love them.
This is the one double standard that never gets addressed. Female pedophiles. Is it okay for a woman to fuck with a younger boy, but criminal for a man to fuck with a younger girl? Because if you're going to prosecute one, prosecute them all. Well, let's be real. How we've been conditioned to be okay with this? Because I'm going to be real. I'm torn. I don't know how I would feel if my son was fucking with an older woman. And that's real talk.
Hey, it's King Ruff speaking, live again.
Sorry, y'all. I don't know what happened. It got froze. I don't know what was going on. I have no idea. But I apologize for that. But yes, that's Demi Moore. Demi Moore, an actress that we have seen on plenty of movies still to this day, that was kissing a small child. I know y'all seen it in real life. What you want to say? It's fake. It's Photoshop. What is it? But one thing I do know is no more inappropriate than it is for a man doing it to a girl than it is a girl doing it to a man. That's what we talking about tonight. Okay? One thing I don't want nobody to think that I think that it's different. Men may even think that it's different. Oh, it felt good. It felt good. Okay, I get it. It felt good. But do you know you were molested, sir? That shit is inappropriate, sir. It made you look at women sexually, sir. Instead of looking at them like, oh, my wife. Oh, I want to be in love. The first thing you think about is sex. Because, first of all, it's sneaky. It's sneaky. So, okay, it gives you a type of feeling that you don't get if regularly having sex with somebody that should be having sex with you. If you was 14 and you slept with a 14-year-old, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is a 21-year-old woman or a 18 up woman sleeping with you under 18. Simple. Because if it was vice versa, let's say, boom, she's 18 and you 16, is she gonna go to jail? Like in the same situation? Probably not. But do women scientifically? I want y'all to go do some research for me. Come back, let me know. Comment on YouTube. Make sure you comment on YouTube. Scientifically, women are more advanced than men. So even if we're the same age, we're more advanced. Okay? So I think it's even more of a disrespectful molestation because she's so much more mature than him. Even if she's the same age as him, she's more mature than him. So if you're older than him, it's even worse in my eyes. In my eyes. So I don't know where Street Madness is, but we're gonna get into our next video. Brother Love was supposed to be coming up. I'll let y'all know when he get in the lobby. Because we're gonna talk about this tonight because it's uncomfortable. Nobody want to talk about it, but women that take advantage of children are just as much as a predator as a man. Bottom line, I don't care what nobody say because I don't want some older woman taking advantage of my son and damaging him for his own relationships in life. Because I don't want him to think that because I'm gonna tell y'all a story when we get back to happen to one of my kids. So make sure y'all tune in, y'all. It's deep. I'm not gonna mention no names of the people that it actually happened to besides my son because me personally, I don't care what nobody think. But at the same time, I'm gonna give y'all this work. If it happened to me, I'm gonna give y'all this work. You feel me? So I'm just saying, it's not okay to do something to anybody of any age or any male or female if they're underage and they don't understand what you doing. It's not okay. Hold tight. I got y'all.
Hey, it's King Ref speaking, live again. Beautiful day, as you can see. Really gorgeous out. Very muggy though. So today, I want to talk about black female pedophilia. Now, you hear. Now, I just want to put this out there. A lot of pedophilia in black homes is it's thrown under the bus. Like no one really wants to talk about it. In fact, more people are comfortable talking about it on social media than they are like in person. You get what I'm saying? It's a tough issue to talk about or whatnot. But I really want to dig deep into black female pedophilia. So with that being said, female pedophilia goes across the board. Like no race is exempt. But I'm talking about black female pedophilia. This is a black masculinity page, and we're gonna get this conversation rolling and talked about. And it's a serious issue that you know, a lot of people just don't feel like talking about openly. Because people can talk about, yeah, I was raped by my uncle, but no one's going to say I was raped by my aunt. You get what I'm saying? Like, even less people is going to say that. And I'll break down to you why. For one, a lot of, as far as like in black households and stuff like that, or just black families, we tend to, we sadly tend to put, women on a pedestal. So with that being said, a woman's problems it doesn't carry as much weight as a man's, which is complete crap. Because everything you do in this life, regardless of who you are, is gonna affect the next person, positive or negative. So I just want to put that out there. Two, um, we've all been like manipulated by society to think that women can't do harm as much as a man can, which is a lie. Plenty of men have been scarred by women. You know what I'm saying? Like D. Ray Davis, a well-known comedian, he said on Vlad TV he was molested by two 30-year-old women, and he was 11 years old. You get what I'm saying? Like, and he can't even like perform fellatio on a woman because it's just disgusting because of those memories of dealing with those two of his mom's friends. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of that he was dealing with as far as sexually in the future, he couldn't with that deal with like a woman because of what happened to him as a child. So that's another example. And there's plenty of brothers that saying, they had sex with their, babysitter when it was like 10, between like 9 and like 12 years old, which is underage. Like, let's be honest. Like, it'd be one thing if he was 18, but even then, he probably wouldn't need a babysitter anyway. So I think that's pretty disgusting. Um, and society pushes that women are always like women can't have dominance over a man like that. You get what I'm saying? When in reality they can. Like if you see a 40-year-old woman and she's freaking um and she's messing with some kid that's like 13, it goes to show you like for real, you get what I'm saying? Like that's just disgusting. And a lot of this stuff happens. Like a lot of these brothers, the playboys in the hood, they was often molested. Cause you gotta really think, if you was touched, you're not gonna know how to genuinely appreciate a woman's body because that was taken from you. You get what I'm saying?
You know, that's what I'm saying. That's the thing. They don't even know that something was done to them. They don't even know that they were hurt, or they don't even know to even try to fix something because they don't think nothing wrong. You know. So we got my boy Rizzo from Street Madness. Now he hasn't particularly been through a this type of situation, but As a male, I wanted to see his exactly. Tasha said I could cry because they don't see nothing wrong with it. They don't see nothing wrong, but this is why they treat women the way they treat women, and look at them as sexual objects and not as a companion, because that's how they were treated. They don't realize it's the way it affects why they treat women the way they treat, and they need to discuss it and talk about it and work on it to be a better man. They don't understand that. So that's why us as black women, we need to try to get with them and stop judging them so much. Stop judging the black man so much. Stop, saying what he is and what he ain't, and find out why. What happened to him? Fred said he was a victim. Find out what happened to you. What made you like this? What made you not want to be faithful in a relationship? What made you treat women the way you treat them? What happened? And you know what? Nothing happened to me, because they don't think it's nothing wrong with them being 12 and a 16-year-old babysitter sucking on their thing. I told y'all I was going to tell y'all something that happened to my son. Okay, my oldest son, he might be mad, but it is what it is. I ain't going to say his name. But my oldest son, he was about 4, maybe 5. He had a friend of the family over, right? She was going through whatever she was going through. I don't know. But she was caught giving him fellatio in the living room. He was so little when they got caught, he didn't even know to be like, oh, we in trouble. He was like looking at me like, oh, well, what the hell? I don't know what's wrong with this situation. But the little girl that was giving him fellatio jumped. She jumped. She was scared because she knew what she was doing was wrong, and she was way older than him. He had no idea to even be scared or be afraid. But she took his innocence. He had no idea what was going on. All he knew, it felt good. Would he, right now as an adult, think that, oh, I was molested? No. But yes, he was. By an older child. I'm just saying. So stop putting the stigma only on men, because these women out here ain't all good either. And molestation is molestation. A pedophile is a pedophile, no matter what the sex is, female or male. Okay? So we're going to bring up my boy, Rizzo, Street Madness Radio. And he's going to give his opinion on how he looks at it in a different perspective, as a male perspective. Because, I always need a male perspective, So, Rizzo. Let me unmute his mic. You got to unmute your own mic, Rizzo. Yeah, well, I guess he'll unmute it in any minute now. I'm just waiting on him. So I have to, let me just tell him, hold on one second, y'all. Let me get him together, because he might not know, because But yes, the crazy part is that sometimes it's not even the babysitter. It's your older cousin that want to play oochie coochie la 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 at night. Want to play mamas and daddies. Want to play doctor and lover at night. So, watch who your kids around. You never know, because you don't know what's happening to those kids. So what happens is, since they don't even think something is wrong, right? They have no idea that something is that other than that it felt good. Of course, they think nothing is wrong. But let's I'm gonna take it to the extreme. I got one guy that was sexually abused by his mom. That's far-fetched, right? By his mother. Was sexually abused by his mom. How in the hell do you have a productive relationship after the one person you trust the most violates your trust? Why? Is it not as bad because he a man? Or is it the same?
And the tree
Or
that she
even
hung me
worse?
from.
Hold on one second. I'm gonna mute myself so y'all can hear, because sometimes when I'm not muted, it doubles and all of that. Hold on, y'all. Go ahead. Get ready. Watch this shit.
And the tree that she hung me from. She didn't hang me by my neck. She hung me by under my arms and my chest. And then she tortured me. And she thought it was funny to twist my testicles, or uh, I have scars on my body. I don't know what they are. I have a scar from my anus to all the way up underneath my testicles to the underside of my penis to the foreskin. Nobody's ever been able to tell me what it was. All they know is it was surgery of some kind. I remember she let a doctor do exploratory surgery on me to find out why I wet the bed. Um, she let a doctor pull my teeth one time without Novocaine, um, and she enjoyed my pain. She watched. I wouldn't say anything, and I didn't talk in those days. I was afraid to talk. And finally, I remember this lady came in, and I learned later as a judge, and she looked like my school teacher, the one that I had such a crush on, you know. And she was talking to me, and then she got me to talking, and she got me to telling her things, and she, I remember her telling me, because she got mad at me, and not mad like my mother did, but you could tell she wasn't happy. She was trying to get me to say something. And she said, "You are ripped open. Don't tell me something didn't happen." I was terribly, terribly broken by the time I was 12 years old. I was lost from the time I was 12 until my mid 20s. I cannot tell you or anybody else how I came through with my mind. I don't know. Boys in the schools, some didn't make it. People I've known over the years didn't make it. They mentally snapped, suicide mostly.
You know? So how would you expect, first of all, one man, this man was molested by his mom. How can he have a productive relationship without getting therapy and counseling? I'm not saying he can't ever have a progressive a relationship, but he was hurt. Why do we as a people don't take account to a man's pain, the things that they go through? We expect them to be able to, stick through everything because they're a man. No, that shit fuck with them too. That shit fucked them up too. But you as a woman, as your boyfriend, husband, spouse, whatever you call it, that's the place where you need to let him be vulnerable so that y'all can fix it. Let him lay in your bosom. Let him talk to you about things that he don't talk to nobody about. Don't judge him. He could be strong for the world, but with you is where you let him be weak and you rebuild him to send him back into the world. Yeah. Okay. So Rizzo, I'm gonna bring you up again. Is you ready? You gotta take your mute button off because I can't do it.
I'm in the building. What's good?
Rizzo, Street Madness Radio.
See, I want to apologize for the first time because I was handling something, but I'm good now.
You good?
Yeah, what's good?
What's good? Okay. And see, this is what I wanted to talk to you about. See, you never really experienced anything like this,
Okay.
but what I wanted to talk to you about, somebody who never went through it, is that would you think that somebody, if you was a let's say 15 and you had a girl that was 19 touching you,
Mm-hmm.
would you think that you were being molested, or would you think that you was getting it in, you getting a win? What would you think?
I wouldn't think I would
You wouldn't be
molested.
thinking you was getting molested?
No,
Why? What would you think? You would be happy?
don't. I mean, I I think it's different. You know what I'm saying? A
You don't
different
think you're like, okay,
interaction.
she
You know
too
what I'm
old to be
saying?
touching me. You wouldn't think that?
I mean, yeah, because I'm like, okay, I'm young as shit. She old as hell. She touching on me and shit. Yeah, this shit don't feel right. But it'll be different to me. Cause
Right,
then, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I never had that happen to me. I guess
right.
I'm
Okay,
lucky.
I got another question then. Would you be okay with it happening to your son?
No,
If you left him, he 13, you left him with a girl that's 18 and she did that to your son.
How, like how old is he?
13, she 13 and she 18.
Hell no.
I mean, it's your son, because I hear a lot of men saying, like for instance, they say Boosie had got his son fellatio early in life.
For
Right, yeah, yeah.
real?
You see what I'm saying? See how you
Yeah,
laugh?
yeah,
That's the bigger difference.
yeah.
Because if it happened to a little girl, it's a problem.
True. I mean, you see where R. Kelly at.
Right, right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
So that's why I say it's a double standard. But these women are out here, and it's a lot of them. And since we do this show, I don't know if anybody ever had this conversation with their friends, but I talk about hella shit because that's who I am. From after today, I want y'all to go talk to y'all homeboys, females and men. Go talk to y'all homeboys and
Hmm.
ask them, did a woman touch them when they were that was older than them when they were underage? Were they a minor? Ask them. Ask them and see what they say. How many people that happened to? Tasha said, I have no kids, but that video broke my heart. They want to act like they're cougars, but that's not a cougar. That's a pedophile.
Yeah, that video was crazy. Like his own mother
His
molested him.
own mama.
That's crazy.
His own mama. How could he ever trust women? How could
You know what
he
I'm
ever
saying?
the type of emotional abuse that he's experienced? How could he ever, without getting, because it can happen if he get therapy and stuff like that. But how could he ever, get in a productive relationship without therapy, without some type of
But
help?
but let me ask you a question though before you play this video. Let me
Okay.
ask you a question. So it's okay for an older woman to do this to a younger man, right? But
No.
when I mean no. What I'm saying is they always okay. you see how they got R. Kelly, right? R. Kelly messing with young women, right?
Right. Right.
So how is it that, for example, Debbie Moore, right? The video that you
Give me
showed
more.
just now,
Right.
right? I'm guessing back in the day that was cool, right?
No.
It wasn't.
No. But what
So
happens is little boys, they don't tell. And if they do, you know, the dad like, boy, yeah, pat him on the back,
yeah, yeah.
So it's not a lot of women, but I have a couple of videos of women that have been arrested for this shit.
Cause
Because I wouldn't want that woman babysitting my 7-year-old son.
facts. Cause I'm
So,
over here looking at the video and I'm like, she just kissing this nigga's just dead in the mouth and shit. Like nobody don't see nothing wrong with the shit. You know what I'm saying?
and that's
That's the
Demi Moore.
crazy
It's
part.
on video. That it's not Photoshop.
Shit, I want to know.
But later on in life, she married Ashton Kutcher.
How old? So Ashton Kutcher got to be like 40 something right now, right?
Ashton Kutcher was way younger than Demi Moore when they got married.
For real?
Period. Yes.
How old she was?
Let me pull that up right quick. Hold on. Ashton Kutcher. So I can make sure we get that because I mean he was an adult. Don't get it twisted.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is, Ashton Kutcher was, he was a big kid. You know what I mean? Everything he
Yeah.
played in, you could tell he was a big kid.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm thinking after when. Oh, well, I'm not gonna say
How
after.
did they even, because you know what? Women go through midlife crisis just like men.
But you can tell he matured though. After
Yeah.
after they got a divorce.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. He have no choice. I mean, you got because it's fun and games all in the beginning.
True.
They were 15 years apart.
Oh,
Hold
for real?
on. Hold on. Let me see when they was together. He was 25 and she was 40.
Damn. Damn.
That's
Wow.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, what can a 25-year-old man, I mean,
So
it's mature men out there.
so hold on. So if he was 25 and she was 40, did she marry Bruce Willis before dating Ashton Kutcher, right? Back in the day, right?
Right, right. She
So
did.
shit, how old was Bruce Willis
Bruce
when they
Willis is
first got
older
together?
than Demi Moore.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
He
he's
about he
older than
about
Demi Moore.
60 something, right?
Yeah, but she was an adult and grown. She wasn't a young adult. She was grown enough to marry Bruce Willis enough to where it was no issue. The
Okay.
issue was when they seen her marry Ashton Kutcher because she is 15 years older than him.
Mm-hmm.
And then, mind you, you got this video footage of her kissing a little kid. That boy, what? How old? 11, 12?
Yeah. No, they said 13 in the video.
Period. Either way. Okay. Tasha said R. Kelly's money protected him. He was broke. Money is power until he was broke. Money is power in the entertainment industry. That's all Kelly was
so
able. That's how he was able to do it.
so basically he was paying off motherfuckers.
Yeah, paying people. You know what, man? And that's even more sicker than these pedophiles is the parents that
So
allow them to.
so so basically of him having all these women, the parents had the
They were
parents was
getting
cool
something
with it.
out of it, getting some money out of it. They signed and said it was okay.
Okay. But why in the documentary they made it seem like they didn't have no clue about the shit?
Because some of them didn't. But Aaliyah, parents knew.
Oh, okay.
Because some of them didn't. Some of them didn't have no idea.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. So what we're gonna get into now is how it affects them mentally after they're an adult, and how it affects how they have relationships, situationships with other people. Okay,
Okay.
I'm gonna drop us down and press mute.
Yes.
Sexual abuse is a very sad and very common situation, more so for women than men. We estimate about 1 in 4, 1 in 3 women, and about 1 in 5 or 6 men. And when this has happened repeatedly to a child, then there's devastating damage to their ability to trust. Obviously for a girl, being able to trust a man if she's been abused by a man. For a young boy, may have been abused by a man or a woman. So the ability to trust is affected. There's also a deep sense of shame and guilt that it was their fault somehow. They did something wrong. And then it affects their view of sex, that sex is either a shameful, bad thing, so it may be hard for them to enter into a sexual relationship in marriage, or sex is the only way to have relationships and to get intimacy, so it may lead to promiscuity. And the sense of that's in the person who's been abused, that's all I'm good for. That's how I get attention and affection. And there's also a sense of not being able to trust their body and their longings. This is the thing that got me into trouble, because I longed for attention and affection from someone. They didn't really want sex, but they got that in the package, as it were. And then the effects of how do they deal with the shame and the lack of trust, and that's often dealt with by drugs, alcohol, promiscuity, as I've mentioned, depression, perfectionism, trying to make themselves perfect so that something like this doesn't happen ever again. So those are some of the long-term effects of abuse. The sense of powerlessness is deep too.
So a lot of reason why these men can't love you the way that they need to love you is because they don't know how. They damaged. They're damaged. And do you want somebody to be like, shit, I ain't fucking with them. They don't know because something happened to you? No. We have to figure out how to heal each other in these situations. And instead of judging, try understanding. And men, try opening up. Try talking about these things. Try getting it out. And say, okay, I might not have thought that, whoop, whoop. Because I ask hella questions, me personally. Anybody I date, I ask hella questions about what they went through in life and, what happened in their last relationship. I ask hella questions. Because, it's 3 sides to every story. It's their side, the other person's side, and the truth. So I want you to, Rizzo, to go to your homeboys and be like, bro, how old was you when you had a grown woman first touch you? Ask them and see what they say.
Yo, bro, I was about 12, 13 years old, bro. I was getting it in.
Right. They think that shit lit. But it's not. It's not. It's fucked up because not only is it fucked up, it's why they can't be a good man to a woman. And there's a lot of times why a woman can't be a good woman to a man because I'm scared. I don't trust men.
I hear about this shit all the time on what that damn show
What's that?
on the Steve Wilkos show. I hear this shit all the time.
That's one of my favorite people, Steve Wilkos. I love Steve Wilkos.
I hear all this shit all the time. I'm like, what is it? Oh, like, I mean, I have seen some women molesting, uh, little kids and shit on the show, and then men, molesting little girls and boys and shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with people? Like, what the hell? Like, what do you have in your mind to say?
Ooh, they sexy.
Yeah, weird as hell. What the fuck you thinking
Weirdo.
about, bro? Like,
A
fuck.
weirdo, because one day you're gonna have a baby. And you
Facts.
don't want these type of motherfuckers around your kid. Like this,
Hell
for
no.
instance, this motherfucker right here. Let me show you her. I'm
Hmm.
gonna drop you down. This motherfucker right here, nigga. Ooh, I couldn't be in jail with her.
A woman is arrested and accused of raping a 4-year-old at her West Price Hill home. Now the family of 20-year-old India Kirksky is coming to her defense. 9 on Your Side reporter TJ Parker spoke with them today and has their story from West Price Hill.
It's just not of her character. There's not nothing that she would do.
This family member who didn't want to be identified on camera tells 9 on Your Side this woman, India Kirksey, has special needs. Despite that, though, she agrees what Kirksey is accused of doing was wrong.
I know she's being portrayed as a monster. Anytime there's someone saying that someone is being some type of sexual attack on anyone, I automatically would think someone is a monster too, but literally anyone around you would know this is really not her.
Jobs and Family Services tell us they were tipped off by someone in Texas who saw a video of Kirksey performing a sex act on a 4-year-old. Police arrested her yesterday. They say Kirksey admitted to them she did this.
We as family try the best we can to therapy and talk to her about stuff and her safety, and sometimes you can only do so much.
Now, Kirksey is ordered not to have any contact with that child. Her bond is set at $350,000. Reporting downtown, I'm TJ Parker, 9.
Four.
What the hell?
4 years old.
What the? So they say she has special needs,
And then they got shit to do with shit. Why was she working in a daycare?
and she perform a sex act on a 4-year-old. Like
A
what the fuck?
4-year-old. See,
Wow. Was this recent? Did this happen this year?
no, it happened last year. But
Oh, okay.
point being is, it happens.
Wow.
It happens. And this shit is crazy. And men don't look at it like, oh, I was abused, because they was maybe 12 or 14, interested in having sex and shit like that around that time.
Mhm.
But you should have experienced that with somebody in your own age bracket.
Mhm.
You know? So
Yeah.
I got 2 more videos. I'm going to show them back to back. So we don't have to show these our last 2 videos. I'm going to show them back to back. But my thing is, when do we start holding women accountable for this shit?
But you know, people be like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this to him, man. You know, he young as shit. He ain't gonna say nothing." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what they be saying in their mind. You know what I'm saying? But these children nowadays smart as hell. They'll know. You know what I'm saying? And how I know that is because I watched the Steve Wilkos show. Shout out to Steve Wilkos. But anyway, yeah, I mean that's the response that I hear. Oh,
Right.
well,
Right. Because,
I
but
thought
it mentally damages men.
that.
And they can't even have a productive relationship, because that's all they look at women as sexual beings, because they were sexually molested. And women that were molested look at men as always wanting sex because they were sexually molested by somebody they trusted.
Should be ashamed.
It's a damn shame. But it is one of the reason why I'm touching on it today is because it's one of the hardcore reasons why relationships don't work in Black communities. because a lot of black people don't like to talk about this shit.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to, put their family member in jail.
Yeah.
But let it have been somebody that wasn't their family member did it. Then they gonna lock them up. So what's the difference? Right?
Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
All right, I'm gonna put these videos on right quick for y'all, and then we're gonna come back and close up. And make sure y'all subscribe, like, share on YouTube. If you didn't catch the video, right now, you can always catch it on YouTube. It take a couple of hours. I want to say about 24 hours for them to upload it on YouTube, because they have to go over it and make sure there's no copyright infringements and shit like that. But you can always catch it back on Facebook, because it's gonna be on there after I finish. But yes, I would. But it counts for me on YouTube. So if you can go check it out on YouTube, comment, like, share, all that shit matter to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this other video started. I'm gonna mute you, Rizzo, and drop you down.
Gotcha.
Mount Healthy woman is accused of raping kids in her care, and even more disturbing, she was a foster care parent for more than 10 years. News 5's Curtis Fuller joining us live with that story. Curtis?
Well, Mike, this case all surfaced when the alleged victims came forward. They are now adults. They were children at the time of this alleged crime. Right now, bond is set for that suspect for $50,000.
It's very disturbing. Yeah, because as I said, I have grandchildren. They're in the neighborhood.
Folks in this Colerain Township neighborhood are just shocked by the arrest of a woman at this home on Niagara Street and the crime she's accused of committing.
I don't know what was going on down there, but they took the girl out in handcuffs, and, I heard later that she was doing something she shouldn't have been doing.
62-year-old Barbara Brooks is charged with an unthinkable crime, raping 2 children she was babysitting. These court documents give us a few more details about the alleged criminal deed. The complaint says the victims, a boy between the age of 7 and 9, and a girl between the age of 12 and 15. The alleged crimes happened between the year 2000 and 2003. Brooks was also serving as a foster parent at the time. No one answered when we knocked on the door at the home where the woman was arrested. But a short time later, a man who lives there took off in his truck, refusing to comment about the allegations.
We have a lot of kids in the neighborhood, and we don't need that kind of, stuff going on here. It just doesn't do well for the families that live here.
Now, again, this alleged crime happened in Mount Healthy. She was arrested at an address in Colerain Township. No comment today from the prosecutor's office or the police investigating this case. We also contacted the Department of Human Services. No comment there either, only to say that this individual was a foster parent from the years 1996 to 2008. And the individual told me that all foster parents must go through a background check. Reporting live, I'm Curtis Fuller, News 5.
Developing at this hour, the trial of a former teacher of the year accused of sexually molesting a 12-year-old boy, her student. Our Serena Fazan joins us now from the courthouse with the very latest developments on this case. Serena?
And Brendan, this trial is going fairly quickly. It actually recessed for the evening after a detective took the stand. But the biggest bombshell really this morning when Ethel Anderson, that teacher, turned down a deal. Now she could face 135 years behind bars if she's found guilty.
30-year-old Ethel Anderson received a quick kiss on the cheek from her father, her only supporter in court. Early this morning, the former Mango Elementary School teacher turned down a deal of 15 years behind bars, followed by 15 years of probation, instead taking her chances with a jury on 9 felony counts of molesting a 12-year-old boy.
Do each of you solemnly swear or affirm that you will?
The panel of 6, 3 men and 3 women, will now hear the evidence against her. Despite offering a deal, prosecutors say they have a strong case, including explicit text messages they plan on introducing. In her opening statements, Rita Peters revealed some of the racy remarks.
Forget 16. If you were in this bed with me, we would be making love right now.
Peters painted a picture of a woman who went after a little boy. Prosecutors say Anderson first met the victim years ago when she taught him in the 1st grade. She then went on to teach him in the 5th grade. She then brought those lessons home, privately tutoring him in her Riverview house she shared with her husband and child. Behind closed doors, prosecutors say she professed her love.
My heart is seriously pounding right now thinking about you. I don't want my husband. I want you.
But Anderson's attorney, Will Knight, painted another picture, questioning the timing of these allegations.
Yes, we anticipate that you're going to hear that it was when he was told something about his academic future that he didn't like.
And we are expecting a huge day in court tomorrow. Prosecutors are expected to present secretly recorded confession taken by the victim's mother at the urging of the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. Also, the victim is expected to take the stand. And what a day to spend in court. Tomorrow is his 14th birthday. Back to you.
29-year-old Amber Williams was arrested and charged Wednesday with 2 counts of molesting a child under age 12 and 3 counts of child neglect. Investigators said one of the children handed over a journal describing various sexual acts they were made to perform while living in the Red House in Northwest Fort Lauderdale. In May, one of the children revealed details of the abuse to a therapist who reported a tip to the child abuse hotline. During the court hearing Thursday, Broward Judge Michael Davis and a public defender discussed a medical situation regarding Williams in private. She is being held without bond and was forbidden any form of contact with her accusers.
You know, I've been an attorney for a long time. I'm now a judge. Dealt with a lot of cases of this type. This is by far one of the worst allegations that I have ever seen.
Price Hill woman is arrested and accused of raping a 4-year-old at her West Price Hill home. Now the family of 20-year-old India Kirksky
So it's not. It's something that that needs to be addressed. Bottom line, period, point blank. So I thank you so much, Rizzo, for coming on the show. You know, and just touching on the subject with me because I'm a mom. I have 2 sons, and I just feel like it's important. It's important that if there's a woman predator touching your child, they need to be arrested just like a man. It's no double standard for me. So I just feel like that a lot of men, if you watch this video now or later, comment in the comment section if it happened to you, if you're okay with that, if you know somebody it happened to, if you're okay with that. Because, Tasha Marie said Sparkle's niece's parents in Sparkle knew about the girl that had the tape in the 90s, and they still allowed them around R. Kelly. Money is the root to all evil. Some people would sell their kids for money. And that's crazy. That's crazy. But it is what it is. And we need to start addressing this shit at the head. It ain't just men, it's women too. So either way it go, it's wrong. It's damaging. And it's affecting our households one way or another. So I want to thank y'all for tuning in with 3 times a T. I want y'all to make sure y'all go subscribe. Not subscribe, but go and follow Street Madness Radio on Instagram. I want y'all to make sure. Okay, get shout your stuff out, boy. Shout your stuff out.
What's good? Make sure you go follow Street Madness Radio on Instagram at Street Madness Radio and Twitter at SMR_radio. And keep updated with all our DJs, radio shows, podcasts, etc. You know it.
Yes, and if you are an aspiring artist, indie artist, Street Madness Radio is doing putting you on rotation. You know.
Oh, now we're gonna turn 3 times with a T around a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gonna see a different version of the show. I mean, it's still gonna be the same show, but we're gonna do a little spinoff. Like we're gonna bring y'all some unsigned artists all over the world. We're gonna play their music. We're just gonna have fun. That's coming very soon, so be very patient. But until then, make sure you go to the YouTube channel. Make sure you go to the Facebook, and keep it locked with 3 times with the T. Don't miss the episode now.
We're saying 3 times with the T.
I mean,
keep it locked
3 times T. 3 times T. My bad. Damn. I think I said that on the last episode I was on.
You can pay to get your song put in rotation on Street Madness Radio.
Facts.
So let's go. Let's get it. Okay. And I want to thank all you guys again. Put some 3s in the comments. I love you. I'll see you guys when I pull up on y'all again. Subscribe, like, share on YouTube. Make sure y'all check my boy out, Street Madness. Also, we forgot to tell y'all, you can put it on your TV too. Because I'm telling you, the DJs he got on there, lit. Like one day I had it on, and I don't know what day it was. I forgot what DJ it was. But I'm talking about 4 hours. I had Street Madness Radio on my TV. And the app is called Get
Me Radio.
It's Get Me Radio. You put Get Me Radio on your TV. Type in Street Madness Radio. And boom, you jigging for the rest of the day. Okay? So, yes. Okay. Now, y'all stay tuned. Stay tuned for these indie artists and all this stuff Street Madness got going. Because we're about to collab on this music because y'all know my heart is music. And Street Madness, he's a successful young Black entrepreneur on the come up. So I'm gonna need all y'all to support him. I appreciate that. Okay. All right, y'all. Put some 3s in the comments. I love y'all. Talk to y'all later. 3 times a T. 3 times a T. Yeah. Don't